I think there's limits to where we're going in space. If you look at the speed we're going and the technology we're using, I don't believe that's how we're going to go. So God, in a way, has limited and put boundaries in place on humanity because he has got a plan. He has to change us. I think we've reached the point in human history called the time of great change or the divine intervention, right? Where we can't go much further than we are now without God.
Wow.
We can't.
Yeah.
We can't, technology could be ultimately destructive. For example, some people say there's going to be World War III. I don't believe there ever will be. And I know people that have been in the heavens and heard that same thing. And, I watched an interesting interview with Putin, and they asked him that question. They said, will there be a World War III? He said, well, I'll answer with what Einstein said, is that I know what World War III will be fought with, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones.
Wow.
So he said, on the basis of what Einstein said, we are all connected now.
Wow.
We can't have a nuclear war.
Wow.
No matter how much people hype that up, a nuclear war would literally be the end of all life on Earth. So we've reached the end of the great wars. Wars have dropped down to the lowest level in all history. Technology's booming, and as we start to become more multidimensional, space, all these other things, limitless energy, I think God has to transform the human heart. We have to see a very different kind of humanity emerge at this point. And I think part of the battle in our generation with life, this comes back to life. We have to move from the death narrative. Death is separation. Death is me versus you. Death is America versus Russia. They're all death, separation. These things have to go. These deep-rooted ideas that bring separation. Because separation is death, but oneness is life. And actually, we know this is going to happen, and I could show you lots of scriptures. For example, just on Jesus' words alone, how the world is going to know and be changed, Jesus already said, it's going to be when they see the oneness. When they see that we're in the Father, the Father's in us, we're in Jesus. In other words, the seamless union that we'll have. So I think one of the biggest truths for now, and it's the same truth that frees you from death, it's the same truth that energizes your body, is seamless union with the divine nature.
Wow.
And I think we have to move to, if we just taught on that, being in him being us, we'll see more advance in the next decade than in the last 500 years.